Hey guys, it's Amy Jess again and welcome back to week 3 of our craft videos. I actually can't believe that is already week 3, and this, to be honest with you, is going to be one of my most favourite weeks so far because it is beauty week. And that is why I'm not wearing my usual makeup today, because I am going to show you guys a makeup tutorial for beginners. So I have been wearing makeup for quite a few years now, and when I first started out I wasn't wearing the big fake lashes and the colourful eyeshadow like I do sometimes now. I started off with just a few simple products to achieve a natural pretty look, so that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys today. For the first step of this tutorial, we just want to make sure our skin is nice and prepped and moisturised. So you're going to take any moisturiser that you have. I just have this little pot here, but you can use any cream, any body cream, any face cream, and I'm just going to put it on my cheeks, my chin, my nose and my forehead, and then I'm just going to rub it all in and make sure my skin is really nice and moisturised. I like to bring it down on my neck a little bit as well, don't want to leave that out. Amazing. So the first thing that I always do when I do my makeup routine is start off with my brows. Now I don't fill my brows in anymore. I don't use a product on them at all. Even when I do my full glam makeup, I just prefer my brows to look a lot more natural. I've luckily got quite thick dark brows anyway. So what I do is I just take a little spoolie brush. You can literally get these, you know, on eBay or Amazon in a pack of like 100 for £1. I think they sell them in Primark and Poundland and things like that. So literally all I do, if I come up a little bit closer, is brush my eyebrow hairs upwards to make the brows look more fuller. So if you can see the difference, this brow just looks more fuller up here and this one is still a bit flat. So I do the same over on this side, push my brow hairs up, and that is pretty much how I do my eyebrows. For the next step of my beginner makeup routine, I use some concealer. So I just got this one from Superdrug. It was about £4, and I matched it to a similar colour to my skin, and I just put my concealer in some areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. So for me, I find that's under my eyes, as I've got some little eye bags there, so I just put a few dots there and there. I also put some on my nose just to highlight it a little bit, and on my forehead. And then you literally don't need any brushes or anything like that. I just pat away with my middle finger, or you can use your ring finger, and blend it out. And now my concealer is done. Next up, I am going to put some colour on my cheeks. I really like wearing a blush and having a nice healthy glow to my skin. So I actually have this tint here that I use on my lips and my cheeks. But if you don't have a tint, that's absolutely fine. You can use a lipstick for this one. I would demonstrate with a lipstick, but all my lipsticks, like I said before, are crazy colours. They're like bright red, bright pink, bright purple, orange. So if you're going to use a lipstick as a tint, you want something that's a bit more natural and suits your skin tone. So I'm just going to use this. Like I said, you can do the exact same thing with some lipstick. I am just going to put a little bit on my cheeks, and I also put a little bit on my nose, and then also on my lips, because like I said, you can use this for a lipstick as well. Can you see it's dripping down my cheeks? I look like a clown. Don't worry, it's not going to stay like this forever. Okay, now I'm going to blend it in with my fingers. Oh, save this one here. Blend it out with my fingers and see how it just makes such a natural blush look. It doesn't look nowhere near as crazy as it just did a minute ago. And that is how I achieve a little bit of colour. So moving on, I just want to add a little bit of colour to my eyes and a little bit of a glow. So I've got myself an eyeshadow palette here. This one is probably my favourite, most used one. It's got a whole ton of colours, as you can see. It's well loved, quite dirty as well. But it doesn't matter how big your palette is. You're just going to look for a few colours. So all we're going to need is a brown shade, so literally any of these shades here will do, and then also a really light shimmery shade or a golden shade, so you could use one like that depending on your skin tone, because we're going to use that for a highlight. So for my eyeshadow, I am going to take this brown colour here, again just on my finger. You don't need any brushes for this tutorial, and I'm just going to pop it on my eyelids, just like that. Focusing it mainly on the outside of my eyes, just to give them a little bit of colour. As you can see, it's a very natural colour too. It doesn't look too crazy or too bright on my face. So it's perfect for beginners. Okay, now that my eyeshadow is done, I'm just going to clean my finger off with a wipe because we're going to use the same finger for the highlight. So for the highlight, like I said, I'm going to use a shimmery shade. So I'm actually going to use this second colour here. Like I said, depending on your skin tone, you might find that a more pinky shade works best for you, or a more golden shade. So just find what works for you. I like this one for myself. So I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and I'm going to put it in places where I would highlight. So that is on my cheekbones. Ooh, that is pigmented. I like that. And then on the other side, it's making me glow. And then also on the tip of my nose to make it look cute. Make sure you blend it out. I'm gonna put some down my nose as well. Some under the eyebrows. Can you guys tell that I love to highlight? This is probably my favourite part of my whole makeup routine. And then some on my upper lip. And that is the highlight done. And can you tell the difference? Because I definitely can. I think it just makes me look so glowy. And I love it. So we're almost done with this routine. There's only a few more steps left. The next step is the eyelashes. So I'm holding my mascara here because I have really short eyelashes. I was not blessed with long, luscious eyelashes. So I like to make them stand out a little bit more by using some mascara. I also have an eyelash curler here as well. I know this looks a bit like a scary contraption, but it just gives a little bit more of a curl to your lashes so that when you put the mascara on, they stand up a bit more. So if you don't have one of these, it's not necessary, but it is something you can get very cheap on Amazon or eBay or Primark or Poundland, all of those types of stores. So you've got to be careful when you're using this that you don't rip your eyelashes off. Let me come up close and show you what I do. So I put my eyelashes inside, and then as you can see, I've clumped them in there. Curl them up. You want to hold it for a few seconds. And then when you take it out, see how my eyelashes are now nice and curled up compared to this eye. So I'm just going to do that on both eyes and add a little bit of mascara. It's so hard not to pull an ugly face while doing mascara. I'm catching flies. That is my mascara done. I'm not going to do my bottom lashes just because I like the way it looks like this. And then the final step of this makeup routine is just to moisturise the lips. So I have got some Vaseline here. I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and place it on my lips. I always like my lips to be nice and moisturised. And there you have it. This is the finished look, guys. I really enjoyed filming this for you. I think it looks really nice and natural. It doesn't look like I'm wearing too much makeup, and it highlights all your features in the right places. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. The next time you're going to see me is going to be a little bit more of a crazy makeup look. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in a few days. Bye!